All right, futures bigly green here today. SPY futures up 1.31%, Dow futures up 0.68%, and the Nasdaq leading the way higher by 1.78%. Of course, this is all on the back of Nvidia's earnings yesterday. Let's take a look at some cues from last session. Information technology, communication services, and material stocks led the gains on Wednesday, while energy and utility stocks bucked the overall market trend and closed lower. U.S. stock futures rose on Thursday after Wednesday's advances. Futures of major benchmark indices were higher and are holding higher here today. Investors await September's jobs report, which is scheduled to be released today after the end of the record-long government shutdown last week. According to the FOMC minutes, which was released yesterday, Federal Reserve officials appear sharply divided on the future path of interest rates. There was a split among participants following their decision to lower the federal funds target range to 3.75% to 4%. Meanwhile, the 10-year Treasury bond yielded 4.13%, and the 2-year bond was at 3.60%. We do have some stocks in focus here for you today. The first one is going to be the obvious one, the elephant in the room, Nvidia. That rose 5.55% in the pre-market on Thursday after reporting better than expected third quarter financial results and issuing strong revenue forecasts for the current quarter. Now, it is worth noting here, Nvidia is down from today's pre-market highs. Those pre-market highs were about 198.5. We're currently sitting at 196.25. So we're under those highs, but we are still holding higher here. Chart definitely looks bullish here this morning. The second stock on our list is going to be cybersecurity leader Palo Alto Networks, ticker PANW. That dropped 4.15% despite beating estimates, as its full-year guidance was revised to be just in line with analyst expectations. For the second quarter, in forecasted revenue between $2.57 billion and $2.59 billion, with adjusted EPS projected at 93 cents to 95 cents. Meanwhile, the Wall Street consensus calls for $2.58 billion in revenue and earnings of 93 cents per share. Supermicro Computer, ticker SMCI, is the next stock on our list here today. That gained 5.87% after the launch of integrated AI factory systems with Nvidia's Blackwell technology. The next stock on our list here is going to be Walmart. Walmart was up 0.83% ahead of its earnings, expected to be released before the opening bell. Those earnings have been released now. Walmart closed yesterday at 161 and is currently sitting at 101.27. Now, Walmart reported adjusted EPS of 62 cents, which beat the 60-cent estimate, and sales of $179.5 billion beat the $177.429 billion estimate. The last stock on our list here is Intuit, ticker INTU, and that was 0.37% higher as analysts expected it to report earnings of $3.09 per share on revenue of $3.76 billion per share after the closing bell.